if you have a Bowflex Max Trainer, you might be familiar with this sound. So this is the sound that we would hear every time we used our Max Trainer, and it was driving me crazy. It's a great machine that both my wife and I love to use, but the squeaking and clicking was just driving us nuts. So this is what we did to try to take care of that. Now stick with me until the end, because I will warn you what we tried at first did not work. But in the end, we were able to get rid of the squeak, and here is our final result.
That was it.
So the first thing we decided to do was to try to take care of the clunking tapping sound that we heard from up here. So we decided to take off this leg and take a look to see if there was anything loose in there. And after doing a little inspection, we didn't find anything loose or out of place.
There we go. Except nothing is clunking.
At this point, we were a little confused because the noise was gone, and we had done
Okay.
nothing.
I don't think it's this. This is nice and tight.
So we put the leg back on and tried it again to see if the noise is still there. And somehow it just disappeared. So that one magically resolved itself, and we have not heard it since. So we just put the plastic cover back on, and when you're doing this, be careful. It is plastic, so make sure you do not over tighten. I would actually recommend using a screwdriver instead of a drill, but I was feeling impatient. But just be careful not to over tighten and crack that.
Okay.
So in order to keep things running smoothly, I decided to add some lubricant here. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can see what lubricant I used. It's actually one meant for garage doors, but it has been working nicely here. So next we wanted to go down here, and this was based on some research I did online. Some people mentioned that these bolts down here might be a little loose, causing the squeaking sound that you hear. So we decided to just make sure that all of these were nice and tight. Once we got these nice and tight, we decided to test it out again. And as you can hear, this did nothing. So I decided to check this one out as well, make sure that that was nice and tight. of that, the squeak was still there. Driving me nuts. I was about ready to give up, but I decided to go ahead and just try a little bit of the lubricant on the pole here to see if that works. So I just sprayed a little on there to lubricate between the wheel and the pole. And as you can see, the first time I sprayed a little too high. But after spraying that and getting on the trainer, the squeak was finally gone.
That was it, and obviously I did it too high.
Put that down lower, underneath a little bit.
Oh. Okay.
Now, I will say, after several months of use, the squeak has come back from time to time. I just spray a little bit of the lubricant again, and it takes care of it completely. And that's all it took in our case. So, if you're running into the same issue, give that a shot, and hopefully you can get rid of that squeak too. So, I hope this helps.